Hi guys, and welcome to the next installment of Cat Talks. My name is Kat. This is a vlog mostly about crafting and cross stitch, and it is now approved by Calico and by Dizzy Stitcher. Thank you so much for the shout outs, guys. Seriously, I love it so much. If you're first time visiting here, bob a quick subscribe down below if you like what you see. And if it's not your first time, then thank you ever so much for coming back, and looking forward to your comments or your likes. I know sometimes it's really hard to comment. I always mean to comment on videos, and then by the time I actually have time to, because obviously I'm cross-stitching while I watch, when I finish cross-stitching I've forgotten what I wanted to say, so I understand if you don't leave a comment. Good morning, lovelies. It is Tuesday, the 30th of November, 2021, and I have had a new start. This is the, I'll pop a picture in here of what it's going to look like. This is the present for a co-worker who won a gaming competition. If you remember, I said I was going to stitch him a little ornament, which I have now begun. I'm stitching 1/1 on 28 count. I didn't like doing it. All my stitches looked really messy, but looking at it now, it looks fantastic, so I guess I'm a convert. And what else have I been up to since I last spoke to you? I glued my Santa Claus, and I squished him, and now he's unsquished, and I don't know why. Too much glue, maybe. Need to pop him under another heavy book. But he's glued, and the magnet might even work this time. So what happened was he was completely flat, and then I super glued the magnet on, and then I went to stick him on the fridge, and the magnet fell off. I just decided it was more into the fridge than the super glue, so I glued it again and left him to dry, and now he's curled up like a caterpillar, so I'm going to squish him again. I don't have much luck with glue, not very good at it. That's what we've been up to, and we've been playing lots of computer games because my partner found a new one, which is called Monster Train, which I love. I don't know why I'm showing you the back. Monster Train, which I'm enjoying a lot, possibly too much, but I got my video up at least, so yay! And on the knitting front, we have reached something like 20 repeats now. Isn't that cool? There's just acres and acres of the blanket now, and we're on our second ball of wool, so hopefully the momentum continues, because I am actually really enjoying this. I think it looks really good, and it feels really cozy and warm and thick, so who knew knitting my own blanket was the solution to not being able to find one I like in a store. I really want to knit a red blanket with like really thick yarn, but I'm going to work my way up to that, I think, because I think that'll be, you know, like I want it to be the size of my bed, so it's going to take a lot of knitting. But in the meantime, I can make hats, I can make scarves, I can make gloves. I don't think I can make gloves, but I could if I wanted to, I suppose. I mean, I do want to, I just don't have the technical skills. Anyway, I'm going to go grab breakfast before my next meeting, but ta-da! You guys, I just opened the window and look at these gorgeous frost flakes. Aren't they pretty? Aren't they so pretty? They're gorgeous. They're so beautiful. I don't know why they're here, but I'm very happy that they are. Also, there's two men over there. You see them? Blurs. They're putting up a Christmas tree in the garden. There's not much to see. It's just like a small evergreen tree. There's no lights on it or anything. Maybe if they put some up, I'll take you out that later. Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 1st of December. I don't know what just happened to my lights. You went very dark there for a second. But pinch and a punch, it is the 1st of the month. And this is how far I've got on the ward for my friend. Ward as in warding off danger from the video game he plays. And I'm just watching Calico. She uploaded a video last night. And look at that progress on that mill hill. You got to watch her. She has been racing through those mill hills. Get over there and give it a look. If you like full coverage, some of those mill hills are full coverage. If you like beading, she's covered in beads. If you like friendly people, then she's got you covered there too. And she even had some footage of I don't know, I can't remember what you said it was. It was like a donkey, but it's not a donkey. And it was very cute, like a mini horse, like from Parks and Rec. Anyway, so today I'm just going to be stitching just a little bit on this guy. It's so subtle, but there are 3 different reds in the top of the ward and 2 different yellows in the wings. It's very hard to see though. You can kind of see it from here. Yes, so today I'm switching over to Royal Holiday by Mirabilia, I believe, according to the schedule. So I'm going to try and use my square hoop if I can be brave enough. The square hoop has kind of a ridge, like a plastic ridge, that slots in to another ridge on the inside hoop. And I'm scared of what that will do to my stitches, but I'm not that far along on Royal Holiday, so I don't think it will be a problem. And I think if I just fold over my fabric, it won't be a problem then either, but we'll see if I'm brave enough to use the square hoop. At least I'll be going back to my Lowry stand, because I don't think stitching in hand is very good for my back or my neck. I had terrible problems. Anyway, you don't care about those, you're just here for the stitching, so let's grab some breakfast and let's get to stitching. No stitching, cat work. Let's get to work. Hi, Calico! And hi, David. If you remember, I said I'd been a little bit naughty on the eBays. And here are just some of my posts that came today. There is this lovely small picture of some geese over a lake, and we both know what I'm like with lakes. And here is a design with a meditating man in a cherry blossom garden. Well, it's actually Buddha. It's a statue, but it could be a man if he painted himself grey. These are not, well, this one might be. This one will go in my smalls box, which is a little box I have full of small projects, as the name implies, that are not by Mill Hill, but that can be pulled out and finished in a weekend or a week. And I keep that box because sometimes you just need a little start and a little finish to keep your motivation up. So I don't plan when I'm going to start or finish the smalls. They're just there to make me happy. And then this one I won't be starting this year at all. But I do like it, and I've been admiring it for a long time, which is why I finally popped it in the basket. I think all of this area behind the branches is unstitched. So I think what I will probably do is try and tea dye or coffee dye some even weave. Hi guys, it is Wednesday evening. It is past 11 p.m, so I'm just doing a flying by visit before I go to bed. Here we are. This is the progress I've made today. Not much stitching time. I've been out for sushi. I did all of this darker pink and the 2 shades of red here, and quite a lot of this pink all the way down here. So really a lot of stitching, but mostly pinks. It's a nice change actually, because of course all of this is just acres and acres of brown. And I'm looking forward to getting more of the cloak. I keep having to double check the picture to be like, why is it so pink? The cloak is very red, but it's the sheen on the cloak, so hopefully it will look fine. I'm not doing my usual top-down method here. If you've not worked on a mirabilia before, the chart comes in a big sheet of A3 paper folded up like a square, with one half on one side and the other half on the other. And I've only made a working copy of the bottom top half of the half. I've only made the working copy of a very small section, this much. And unfortunately I don't have a printer right now. The printer was delayed. That's supposed to come to us last month, and they think it will be delivered in January. I hopefully won't stitch too far down her cloak in this week. And this is how far I've managed to get with my little walk. It's about a quarter of the way done with this one. And I will come back to it maybe at the weekend if I get bored of stitching on this one. But so far it's been very enjoyable, to be honest, to stitch on. I'm mostly ending my threads by running them under the current stitches, but from the front. You can sort of see here what I mean. So I'll come up here and then right through and then go back down again. So it's like under the stitches from the front. which works really well, I think, on 28 count even week. Doesn't work so well on 32 count 1/1, but when you're doing 2/1, it works very well. Or, sorry, 2/2. And look at this very unseasonal hoop underwear, as Luda would say. Very red and orange, both of them, I suppose. I've just moisturised my hands and they were a bit unhappy because it's very, very cold outside. My dad sent me a wonderful card today. Or well, technically I suppose he sent it several months ago. He sent me a lovely poem inside and just a little tea bag, which you can see poking out. I've put them both on the fridge. My coffee tracker. I'm trying to reduce the amount of coffee, or well, actually the amount of tea and Diet Coke I drink. So this is my caffeine tracker. And that's me, right there, with Angharad from my old job. But yes, I've done a really good job. I used to have 2 in every row. And now I'm getting towards 1 every row, so that's nice. Look at my lovelies. It has finally snowed here in southernish Sweden. And the Christmas tree has got its lights on and everything is very happy because it snowed and it snowed and it snowed. I'm very excited about it. It is 7:45 on Thursday and I'm about to work out before I go into work. Hello. This hasn't changed very much since the last time you saw it, but I'm just sitting down to stitch. It is 20 to 9 on Thursday. We have been out for a walk around the town. They've put up some lovely Christmas lights and scenes and an ice skating rink, which we did not ice skate in, it was for children. And now I'm gonna do some stitching. I haven't set myself a goal on this one, which is slowing me down a little bit, but I don't know, it's difficult because if you look here, I mean, there's acres and acres of dress and skirt and everything. Let me just come back a bit. And the bit I'm doing, like, is just here. You see? There's very little of it. Maybe like, I don't know. I honestly don't know what would be a good goal. I don't want to move too far this way because, of course, that's the end of the hoop. So, like, in this narrow bit, do some stitches, I guess, is my goal, which isn't a very good goal, but that's all we've got. So it is Friday evening and it is around 11:30 p.m. and this is how far I am with my royal holiday. My working copy ends right here. That's kind of a good place to end, really. I feel like I've been stitching and nothing is happening, but yeah, I don't know what to say about that, really. That's how I feel. But I suppose I haven't had that much time to stitch because of course I've been working. So hopefully tomorrow we'll see some really good progress on this. I'm roughly working, you know how I do top to bottom in this line, roughly. If I need to go outside to keep my thread, I will. And that's it. And now it's too late, I'm too tired to cross stitch. So instead I've decided to organise my craft supplies. Don't ask, I don't know what's going on either. But that's what we're doing. Believe it or not, it is Monday night. It is 8 p.m. on Monday, and this is how far I have come. So all of this I stitched, and all of the red and the brown ribbon. I have to admit I'm still not really enjoying it. I know, but it doesn't look like anything. It just looks like swirls. This is what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. I'm trucking along. It takes forever. It takes forever and ever. There's a lot of crosses. We'll see. I only have to stitch on it tomorrow and then I get to start something new. So I will do my best to. Well, I'm over here now, so I'm coming down to sort of match here. Just acres and acres of 2 colours, which at least is very mindless stitching. Probably very good for me. And I really need to get stitching on some of my bigger pieces, which this is, so it's good to have some progress. I have about 5 copies of the chart because this is the page here, and so I have 2 on this side, 1 blown up and 1 big, and 2 on this side, 1 blown up and 1 big. I'm trying to keep all of them up to date. I've given up, just sort of like haphazardly scrawling. Done some here. No, it's not quite that bad, but it is. They aren't up to date anymore. That's okay though. It happens. And all of these holes here are for beads. I haven't done any more chronic. I don't think there is any more as you come down here, at least for a little while. Like I said, it's only really 2.5 colours, so. I just hit level 100 in the fitness game I play. So, yay! Hi guys, it is 11:30 p.m. on Tuesday the 7th of December. And it is snowing! Though, to be fair, I think it's stopped now. As you know, because you're still watching the same video, I have been working since Wednesday on Royal Queen, or Royal Holiday, A Christmas Queen by Mirabilia. This is what it will look like. One second, the lighting's gone weird. I hope this is better. This is what it will look like when it's finished. And this is how far I managed to get. Some decent progress. I'm still, my partner just made popcorn and I'm starving. Oh, I need to get to bed, I can't eat. I'm still not really enjoying this because I can't see the picture taking shape. But as you can probably see, I've added some brown here, all of this brown, and then all of this. So it's not been a completely wasted effort. And I think when I come back to it, I might finish up everything in the hoops here and try and get us down to this edge of the cloak. I won't do the cloak because all of the cloak is whisper thread and I'm fairly sure that I won't be able to manage it. So I'll do all of the whisper at the end. Or what I might do is just take the hoops off, admit defeat. That's very summary. It's my only hoop cover. Take the hoop off, admit defeat, and try and work upwards instead, because I know that once I see, the glove holding the candle or the face, I'll feel a lot more like I'm making progress just because I'll see something recognisable. I'm not really sure because I am quite close. I mean, this is the end of the brown here. And then it's all just red with like a brown trim at the bottom and then obviously the white. It's not that far at all. So I'm not sure. But at the moment, yeah, I have another week on it in December. We'll see what happens. But now we're moving back, or tomorrow actually, we're moving back to this gorgeous piece. So this is where we left off. And I'm going to be moving down here to do these 2 and a bit pages. I mean, it's really, really small, the extra page. Good job for pattern keeper, eh? So I'll be doing this the same way that I've done the others. They're working in a 2 square across, 3 square down section. Or I guess my latest one is 2 squares across, 1 square down. But if there's only one stitch of that colour, then keep going, if you remember, if you care. And see how far I can get in just 1 week. For those who don't know, this is Amazing Animal Kingdom by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And my goal for this is to do 2 pages every season, which means I will finish it in 8 years. I do this goal because I do like stitching on more than one project at once. But I am trying to cut down on my whips. I mean, I'm not in any way. I'm just starting everything next year, but we'll see. Currently I can fit all my whips into a small box, except for the full coverage pieces. We'll see if I can keep that up next year. But yeah, so this large expanse will slowly be filled by polar bear butt. And yeah, this guy will have to wait till next year to get his little face, because it's winter time now. Is there anything else to say about this? Oh yes, it's stitched 1 over 1 on 32 count tent. So here is a close-up of the coverage. And then if we go back, this is what it looks like. So it is a little light, I would say, but when you're standing here, it's not even a little bit noticeable. So this is what I've managed so far. It is Wednesday, 10:30 p.m. I've been playing the video game, and now I'm just sitting down to do some not stitching, but thread organisation. So this is what I got done between work and video games. And now I'll show you what I'm going to do now. So because this is a brand new section, there are a lot of colours that I haven't had to use before on this piece. So those and this blue as well, they're all blues and greens, gorgeous jewel colours. And I haven't used them before, so they're not organised into thread bags. So you can guess what's coming next. This arrived today as part of a pack or a box of Black Friday goodies. So we're going to get sorting the threads, and we've got some other threads from earlier in my month, which also haven't been sorted into floss packs because again I didn't have any left, even I. And I've bought several of these 100 pack floss packs, somehow don't have enough, and you know why? This is why. This is my Supersize Max colour. Anyway, I thought you might be interested in seeing what else I bought than floss packs, so I bought some bells from Mill Hill to add to my Mill Hill kits, and also to add to the stockings that I will one day stitch from Better Home and Garden. I bought this Scotty dog from the Mill Hill collection, which I'm kind of tempted to stitch now, But I have another millhill in the wings, so hopefully I'll be able to resist. I bought this gorgeous Merezhka kit, Daydreaming, which I can't wait to start. And it even has the new organisers with the slits for putting leftover threads in. So yes! And I think this back here, in the newer versions, this is a thread organiser as well to like loop round threads that you know, like a hole punch. And then in this parcel, we have all of the DMC. So we have all of the DMC I needed for my mermaids. Sisters of the Deep, maybe? We have 28 count, or 27 count vintage mocha, 35 count soft cream, and 40 count cream. Don't worry, I don't think I'm going into the sampler game. I'm actually thinking of trying both the 36 and the 40 count in my 1/1 tent stitch journey for smaller heids and full coverages to see how I like it. And finally, I got this cute little button from Just Another Button Company to add to my Dimensions Gold Petite with the dolphins, probably. Any cute. If not, there are thousands of other underwater themed projects I have, including this mermaids from my mirabilia to add into. And that's my Black Friday haul, part 1. So I got a really good deal, and I've been using this store for a while, so I had vouchers to use, so really good deal. Ta-da! It is Friday night. It's about 8 p.m, I think. And I actually printed off the image that I am going to be cross-stitching. This is Amazing at Supersized Max Colour Amazing Animal Kingdom by Amy Stewart. And we are down here in the polar bear, or the ice cap behind the polar bear. I think it might be space related. Not sure what that is behind the polar bear anymore. But that's what we're working on, and the polar bear's butt, Kylie, is just about to occur. And then he's sat on some books, so we'll get some books. We'll get little seals at the bottom. It's all exciting. Actually, I had to unpick some of this morning because I noticed that you see here, this is the page line, and somehow I'd shifted over and started stitching here. So I had to move everything back over, but I think I fixed it all now. So this is how far I have reached on my Amy Stewart Supersized Max Colour Amazing Animal Kingdom. And now I rolled a dice. If it was 1, 2, or 3, I had to keep working on this. If it was 4, I got to roll through my whips, and if it was 5, I would start a new mill hill, and 6 would start the Owl Forest's Dinosaur Forest. I got my whips box, which is probably good. So I rolled again, and it turned out I have to work on this one. So let's get started. So I managed to do just a little bit here in the lion's body, and then I gave up. I don't know what's wrong with me, but yeah, that's all I managed to do. And then this is how far I am on my Animal Kingdom. So again, this is a polar bear. I have no idea what this is. Even looking at the wonderful printouts I made. Maybe a book? I don't know. I think this here, where I've stopped, is the start of the book. The first book. So, yeah, that's it. These first pages are always really slow going because you have to start all the colours. So of course up here it was all greens and browns and reds, and then down here it's all blues and greens. So different greens, jewel greens. So it's always really hard going because you have to start like a million threads. But once I've started with the million threads, then hopefully as I go to the right from now on, there won't be sections like this where I'm starting every single thread. But it is exhausting, and I can see why I wanted to work on the lines for a bit. But with the lines, I got really confused because I started in the middle and went down and to the right. And normally nowadays I start from the top. So I don't know what colour to stitch with next. I'm thinking I need to work my way up from the middle to the top. Anyway, that has been my vlog for the week or the fortnight. So thank you so much for watching to the very end. You guys are amazing. I hope that you've had a fantastic week. And I'll see you again. I think in 2 weeks it's Christmas, right? That's scary. I haven't even started my Christmas shopping. So I should probably do that. It's probably a requirement. We are about to set up our Christmas tree. Here it is. And we've got all of the... in Sweden they have these lights. Everyone has them in the window. Ignore the jars. These are aquarium-based tools. But yeah, we have set up these, but that's about as far as we've gotten. But today, Sunday, the 12th of December, the plan is to finally set up the Christmas tree so we can enjoy it before we have to take it down again. All right, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you after Christmas. So, wait, I'll see you after Christmas, right? So, Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates. And if you don't, then have a wonderful winter time. I hope it snows if it likes to snow where you are and you like the snow. I hope you're warm. I hope you keep safe and warm and dry. And yeah, this is my second to last video of the year.